Hey, this is Carmen. So today I wanted to talk to you about creating sacred space. So I broke this agenda into the following parts. What is sacred space? Why is creating sacred space important? When do I create sacred space? And how do I create sacred space? So let's talk first about what is sacred space. What do I mean when I say this? Fundamentally, we have a responsibility to take control over the energies that we are allowing to come into our healing space and stay in our healing space. When each client enters into our space, it is up to us as practitioners to create a safe, sacred place for them to be held in wholeness for their highest and greatest good. We're all different. All of the energies, in and around us, and our compassionate guides, our compassionate ancestors, these are all unique to us. So in between each client, it's a good idea to clean up your space and re-invite the energies in, right? Take ownership. So when I use the words sacred space, what I'm talking about is creating a container to hold the energy for your session. Energy follows intention. And so if your intention is to create a safe, nurturing environment for your client, that's what they're going to feel when they come into your space. Honor your true, authentic self. So what does sacred space mean to you? For me, because I'm a core shamanic practitioner and a practicer of magic, then my sacred space includes my team. I work in the world of spirit, and so I have a lot of non-human guides and allies that work with me in the healing space. And so my sacred space might look differently than yours. But as long as you're honoring your true authentic self and owning your responsibility for creating a safe, sacred space for your clients, you'll be good. So why is creating sacred space important? Let's talk about, just the client experience. So from a client experience, you can create a opportunity for healing that is much more in tune, more highly in tuned with their needs, right? Because you're using your energetic intention to create a safe, sacred space for them as your client. Creating this space, you create an opportunity, or you can create an opportunity for a big shift in consciousness for your client. Now, you want that shift in consciousness to be safe. So you don't, I would like my clients to have a positive experience while they're in my space. It's also a good idea from the practitioner standpoint to create sacred space. I want to protect and ground myself. I want to be held. I want my own self to be held in the highest and greatest good for me too, as a practitioner. So, I want to take control of my healing space for myself as well as the practitioner. This is also a place for suffering energies, and so again, I like to create a space where those suffering energies can be held in compassion and also provided with an opportunity to move on to a healing path, whatever that might look like for them. And again, like I said, I work with compassionate guides and allies. I also invite in my clients' compassionate guides and allies and their compassionate ancestors to be part of the session as well. When do I create sacred space? So I want to create sacred space before any of my meditations because, again, I want to be held in the highest and greatest good for myself, and I want a safe opportunity to have a shift in consciousness when I'm in my meditation. I also create sacred space for any ceremonies. It's just an automatic part of my ceremonies. And again, because I want to create a safe place for myself to experience a shift in consciousness. And then, of course, before my client sessions, all of my client sessions, every one of my client sessions. So how do I create sacred space? Honor your spiritual tradition. Even if Reiki is your spiritual foundation, then you can use the 3 pillars meditation as part of your creating sacred space. You can use the Reiki symbols to create that container. Use the symbols on all the walls or the corners, the floor and the ceiling of the space. So you define the shape of your container through your spiritual practice. And then with the meditation with your client, you can, through leading them on a meditation, be creating a safe, sacred, nurturing container for the both of you to be held in wholeness for the Reiki session. I hope that you liked this video. If you found it useful, please consider sharing it. If you want to know more, keep coming back. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my newsletter on ReikiAnswerLady.com and continue to be part of our community. I look forward to our future together. Many, many blessings. Namaste.